Hello and welcome to a video for computer practice. I'll just say info, but we'll just be discussing Excel in a little bit, and then we'll do another video where I'll be doing an exercise from start to finish. But I decided to do this video in order for me to introduce Excel to you, so that for those who do not know what we mean by Excel, they'll have a clue before you actually start doing Excel. So tomorrow I'll be posting a new video based on Excel, so you can expect a new video from me for Excel. So we're basically here to discuss Excel, and we'll only do what is within the N4 syllabus, but there's just so much more to Excel. If you happen to continue with computer practice N5 and N6, you'll see that there are many formulas that we will use. There are many other functions that we use in Excel. It's actually a broad concept, and it's actually a wonderful software to use to consolidate your data, to analyze your data. It's actually a beautiful software to use. However, for the purpose of your syllabus, we're just going to do a few of those things, and should you happen to continue with computer practice, you will be exposed to more. Now, it's just only going to be conversation. I'm not going to be doing an exercise. I do not have an exercise to do with you today. I do not have the set of instructions to do with you today, but I'll just be introducing you to Excel. So we are going to be manipulating this spreadsheet to however way we want it to be. But like I said, you will not be following any set of instructions. I'll be telling you how they might ask for a few things in the exam or assessment, but honestly there's not so much to be covered in this video. It is just an introduction to Excel. So let's just say that I want to open up space for my lowest marks for test, highest mark for assignments, because I can tell that they are in row A11, but then they are going across up to B11. So since I want this to be within the A cell, I can just place my cursor here, and I can drag my A to the last part of the longest word in the row. So now I've covered everything to be within the A cell. And then I have my test here, and I have my assignment marks here, and I can see that my assignment goes from C to D. So I may want to open up D a little bit so that my word assignment fits in one cell D. Let me just check for my spelling. Yes, assignment. Okay, now because this is a heading, I definitely want it to be in the center, not just on the right or on the left hand of the spreadsheet. I'd obviously want to bring it down or bring it to the center, so I would highlight here and I would merge and center, like how I would do with the table in Word. So for Excel, I'd merge and center. Here's merge and center here, and it will go across from A to C merged. And of course, because it's a heading again, I may still want to do some manipulations on this heading. Maybe I want to change a font. I'll change the font to Adult Black so that it is bold and dark, and I may want to change the font size to maybe 14, and I may still want to underline, like how you do with your Word document. Okay, but yeah, for this one, let's just not underline. You may still want to make it italics like that. It's entirely up to you. You may still apply some shading to it. You may still apply you may still change the font color like how you do with Word. Let's just make it red. Most of the things that are found in Word are found in Excel. This is where you align your text: right, center, left, center, right. Sorry about that. So most of the things that you found in Word are found in Excel. Okay, so it's just that sometimes the application may differ. Again, I may want to change the font of the entire spreadsheet. So I want to make it Arial 12 at least. Let me try Arial 12. Let's see, Arial 12. Yeah, that looks better. Because now the font has gone bigger, so I may still want to move this a little bit more to the side so that it covers everything within. And then I'd want to do the same here as well. So now my spreadsheet still goes from A to C, but then its size or its width has been opened a bit. Okay, and maybe I may want my answers to go in here or there or a bit of both. I'll see. It will depend as we're doing the assessment now or doing the exercise. Now if you want to apply borders on the spreadsheet, you have this option to use borders. I know that some of you prefer to draw the borders, but as for me, I usually prefer that to use outside borders or all borders. So how all borders work is you highlight your spreadsheet, and then if you say all borders here, it will just have borders all over the grid lines that you had highlighted. But if you say outside borders, it will only be on the outside of where you had highlighted. So where's my outside borders? Outside borders, and then I would say outside borders. You see, outside borders is different from all borders because all borders wouldn't be able to be done like this. So I want this to go here, I want this to go there, I want this to go here, and I want this to go here. Maybe just okay. And now I've manipulated my spreadsheets by inserting borders. Like I said to you again, you do have an option to say all borders where you want each and every grid line to have a border, or you can use outside borders to insert border lines where you want them to be instead of having them everywhere. Okay, because now if I print this, it's going to appear like this. It's going to show border lines where I had inserted the borders. But had I said all borders, like this, all borders, you see how it look, and then it would show borders everywhere. So you decide it based on what the question is presented to you. If your question paper shows borders on each and every grid line, then you'll have to insert page borders, or you have to choose the option page borders. But if you may want to manipulate or to insert page borders here and there, not everywhere, then you'd want to use outside borders. And of course, like I've indicated before, some of you would want to draw the borders, which I believe would take long to do, and it's always best to just use the outside borders or all borders options if you may or if you can. Now I'm going to introduce you to the formula that we use in Excel. We have your okay, let me cancel this just a little bit. I have to cancel this. Oh, gosh. Okay. Actually, want to move this over. Yeah. Okay, so going on. So here are your formula. Here you have your sum, which is the total. You have your average, which calculates the average. You have your count numbers, which calculates the number, numbers. How many numbers do we have in the cells? And then you have your max and you have your min. And I'm going to be introducing you to another one, which is called count A or counter, and we'll just get to that. So now, if they want you to give them the lowest mark for the test, this is your test mark, this is your assignment mark. So they want you to give them the lowest mark for the test. So in your list of formula here, you have your sum, which calculates the total. You have your average, which calculates the average. You have your count numbers, which calculates the quantity. You have your max, which calculates the maximum, and you have your min, which calculates the minimum. So if they want the lowest mark for the test, then definitely you're going to take minimum. Okay, and then it will highlight test, and then it will tell you that the lowest mark for the test is 54. And if you can go through this, you'll see that 54 is indeed the lowest. Highest mark for the assignment, again, no, sorry, didn't mean to press that. Again, you place your cursor here where you want to answer to go in, and then you're going to drop down the arrow again, because they want their highest, so that would be your maximum, ne? So it selects maximum, and then it will select your assignment, and the highest mark for the assignment is indeed 85, because you do have 2 people who have got 85 for the assignment, and the one that comes after that is 82. So the maximum for that is 85. And if you want to calculate the average for test marks, you are going to go on here and select average, and then you're going to have to highlight what you want the average of, okay? And then you'll press enter, and the average is 68,286, okay? And then now let's just say the instruction goes on to tell you and say, hey, show the average for test marks as an integer. An integer is an amount without the decimal places. So this is where you increase your decimal, and this is where you decrease your decimal. Because you want to have a 68 without the comma 286, we will have to increase our decimal places to 68. That's how you do it. You will have to decrease our decimal places to only 68. If you want to increase it, you can increase it this side like that, okay? So now they want us to calculate the number of students. Usually if they teach you, they would say you can just say count numbers and you can highlight any numbers, but there is a formula to calculate the number of students by using the characters. That formula is counter or count A. So you type in count A like that, you open your bracket, and then you'll calculate the number of students, and then you'll close your bracket, and it will tell you that you have 7 students. Okay, so that is how I calculated the number of students, by the use of the formula called counter. It's count A, and then you highlight where your characters are, and then you'll be given a 7 as the number of students. And indeed from A to F, that's 7. Okay, so now how will I find out if you actually did use the formula or you did not? Because here on formulas, I can ask you to show your formulas, and it gives me each and every formula that you used to calculate or to provide me with an answer. So that's how I check, or that's how I know if you did in fact use the formula or did you use a calculator by means of cheating. Okay, so basically that's that. And then your instruction will inform you to print, and then you do make a printout, and then you submit. But basically this is it for Excel, manipulating a spreadsheet. And yes, we are not following any set of instructions, but this is basically what is done in Excel in most of the times. There is another formula that I didn't use here, which is sum. Sum is used to calculate total. So if they said what is the total of the assignment marks, then you'd have used sum, because sum adds all the marks together. It would have said 69 plus 85 plus 68 plus 85 plus 82 plus 69 plus 74. Okay, so let's just say total of assignment marks. Let's just say you want that one to be here, and then you've used the sum formula and highlighted that, and these marks together give me 532. Okay, and we can always change this to however we want it to appear. Maybe if you're being told to show a number as an integer, as a percentage, as a currency, you can do that here. But when you're doing the exercise, you can also get to do most of those instructions, and you can sort your data according to whatever that they tell you in ascending order or descending order. But for now, this is it, the basics of Excel. This is what we do in Excel. But tomorrow I'll be posting a video doing an exercise with you in Excel. But for introductory purposes, this is it, and good luck.